I want you to tell me about your family and your kiddies and your husband and your life. So tell me a bit about that.
My husband travels to Melbourne every day for work and goes interstate and overseas parenting on my own quite a bit with 4 children. One who is on the autism spectrum, so is fairly high needs, ranging from the eldest being 15, my girl who's 12, and then I've got a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I'm a nurse.
So you're able to tell me the place that you were in when you first discovered Inspired Mumma?
I was in a very negative mindset, self-hate really, about my body and my abilities to cope as a mum.
In that first call, was reading through how you said you were at a place where you were feeling quite disgusted within your body, about how your internal dialogue had gotten quite negative.
Yeah, I felt I was failing as a mum in a big way. I was losing my temper a lot. That's not the kind of person I am. You know, really irritable with everything the kids did, just not felt like I was giving them what they needed. My daughter with autism, she takes a lot of my time and emotional energy, and so I felt like I was neglecting the other kids.
Your family were doing the school drop-offs and stuff like that, and so you just didn't feel like you could possibly ask any more.
Always felt the kids are my responsibility. I should be able to do everything for them and not have to ask other people.
The big thing that came forward in that first discussion was the fact that there was absolutely no time for you. You had stopped socialising ultimately and finding time for you and going out with your girlfriends and all that sort of thing. That had sort of fallen apart as well. Yeah. So tell me, what do you think has changed over the past 12 weeks?
Everything. My mindset is so much more positive, and even if like the kids or Brett are feeling negative, I am trying to teach them to be more positive. I'm happier. I almost feel lighter. Life is a lot better now. I need to cry now. Can't cry on a video.
No, you can cry on video because it makes me feel teary. I was reading your notes and I can honestly tell you all the things that you've achieved, but I want you to talk about them and then I'm going to fill in the gaps because I need you to acknowledge how far you've come in this 12 weeks.
My happiness is no longer tied into how I look and about my body. I don't look at myself and think I'm disgusting or anything like that. I'm starting to learn there are parts of me I actually do like, and the other bits, they're a work in progress. That's not who I am. My body doesn't make me who I am. You know, exercising isn't a chore. It's something I enjoy doing, and I know that I will feel so much better after it. If I just get up, I don't lie there and think about, oh, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Just get up and get the day started.
It's so different from where you were at.
Yeah.
Tell me what has changed around how you feel about your ability to give time to your children.
Yeah, so I'm getting my exercise in, they're getting some exercise as well, and we're getting our one-on-one time.
And I love how the deal was that they're going to keep you accountable and you're going to keep them accountable. They were pretty happy with that.
That was the other thing, yes. Now that we've worked out how to find time for it, it's not even really finding time. It just kind of fits in with the way we're living life now, I guess.
In that first original call, you spoke to me about what you were eating. Do you want to talk me through what it's like now?
I very rarely eat sugar, I don't even eat processed food at all. Don't even crave sugar or chocolate. The kids are still very fussy eaters. That's just something that we are trying to work on.
And it's an uphill battle. At least you're leading by example and you're doing all the right things.
Exactly. And I talk to them about good nutrition and why they should be eating better and things. Like, I can't force them to eat food they don't want to eat, and just encouraging them and setting that example. They see all the good things that I eat.
So what do you think you're doing differently now that helps you manage your stress?
Meditation. I don't always get it done every morning, but I meditate before I go to bed. Changing the way I look at things, my expectations of myself. I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to be the perfect mum. I think it's just a combination of everything, really.
And also, I think, you saying that you're listening to podcasts and audiobooks and all those sorts of things just helps us manage our state.
Yep. When I'm trying to get Harry to sleep, sitting on the bed next to him, I'll listen to a book on Audible or a podcast or something, and I will switch off to technology and just put something on that's actually worth listening to. Then I'll put my meditation on before I go to sleep. So even just letting my mind switch off well before I go to bed, and going to bed at a regular time most nights, not staying up late thinking that's the only me time I've got.
Yeah.
fact that I can fit me time in at other times of the day. I don't have to be stay up late watching things.
Yeah. If we're listening to uplifting content, that's not dragging us down, and just doing that for that 30 minutes is far more productive than sitting there wasting time or looking to the abyss, or reset, I suppose, and then just maintain that positive state, which is probably why you're feeling so much better about yourself, because you're constantly filling your mind with these uplifting messages rather than and that's also going to change your internal dialogue, which is a big thing for you. That internal dialogue in the beginning was something that we really had to work on. So what do you think you've learned about yourself through being coached by me?
That I am worthy of loving myself. That I am a good mum.
You are a good mum.
And you know what? My kids love me no matter what. Even when I doubt myself, my kids don't. They don't see my flaws or what I perceive as flaws. They just see me as their mum and they love me. Yeah.
So how do you feel now about your ability to continue on this lifestyle or this journey?
I feel okay. I know, and I think we talked about only a couple of weeks ago, I was really worried about how am I going to go now that my 12 weeks, one-on-one with you is finished. I've realised it's now is just my lifestyle. Like, it's not something I need to work on. It just is. Yeah, and that's still having the support though of the group, participating in the group discussions and reading what other people are saying. And I have never met these women, but some of them I feel like I'm getting to know.
You feel like they're your friends? Yeah.
Yes. And I would really love one day to actually meet them in person.
I know.
It's weird.
Through the group, you do feel like you get to know these women inside and out.
Yeah.
And they're so supportive and so kind and so honest.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're feeling connected and that you're going to do that. I have no doubts in my mind that you're going to be great and continue on this journey, especially now that you're participating in the Push Your Limits challenge and the weekly food prep, and you're doing all that stuff. So that accountability in itself will keep you, hooked and keep you moving forward. It's awesome. You've worked really hard, Kristine, to make these changes. So be so proud of yourself.